out here evaluating one of the ultra early soybean planting plots. So this particular plot was planted on April 8th. As you can see from looking here, we don't have any emergence yet out here, so we've been just digging up some seeds, trying to get a handle, are things still healthy, maybe how close are we getting to emergence. And that's really what you want to keep an eye on if you've got some ultra early fields out there, is making sure when you're digging up that the radicals are nice, still healthy, bright white color. And you can see everything looks good here. So from a health perspective, we're in pretty good shape. You can look at the samples here as well. You can see that we've obviously made some progress, but we just need some more heat units. We're still pretty far behind on heat units in general here. So this has been in the ground for 24 days and we still haven't seen emergence, but everything does look healthy. So we have some other ultra early plots we'll take a look at here too. So we'll go take a peek at those. Here we are evaluating some of the other ultra early fields that we had out. So you can see in these examples here, this was planted on April 5th, this one on April 6th, April 10th, and April 11th. And as you can see in these examples, it's not necessarily 100% directly related as far as what we're expecting on emergence based on planting date. Obviously, some of these are a lot further ahead than, say, this one here on the 6th. So there might be some varietal differences there. There might be some seed quality. Things like accelerated aging may play a role in that as well. But like this example here that was planted on April 5th, this is getting really close to emergence. Here we are on May 2nd now. This will likely emerge here in the next day or two, so it's getting pretty close. But some of these other ones obviously still have a ways to go. So our issue with the ultra earlies has been this year is just that it's been cold for so long. So if you take a look at here, these are our average daily soil temperatures at the 2-inch depth at one of the plots. So these are average for the whole day. And we'd like to see these numbers obviously above that 50 mark. And you can see from the beginning of April all the way to the end, we only had 4 days that we actually averaged above 50 degrees. The tough part of this was probably this period in here in the middle where we had these daily average soil temperatures of only 35 to 37 degrees for several days in a row. So obviously the low temperatures were even lower than that. So one of the concerns with ultra earlies is if we get extremely low temperatures, could we have freezing damage where we're actually killing them? So part of what you're looking for is just digging them up, making sure they look healthy like all these do here. What should we expect on some of this emergence? So if we run heat unit calculations, for example, this one planted on the 5th of April. As of yesterday on May 1st, we were at 94 heat units. So a lot of times beans will emerge, around that 100 to 120 to 125 heat units. So again, these are getting really close. But for example, this one here on the 10th, we're only at 61 heat units. So heat unit wise, these are quite a bit behind compared to the ones planted 5 days earlier as far as the heat unit side of it, because it went through that much colder period. I didn't have as many of those initial warm days. So again, on your ultra earlies, I would get out there, just do some evaluating, see if they're getting close to coming up, see that they look nice and healthy, nice bright white radicals, and things are progressing. If you see things starting to turn brown, then that's obviously where we have some issues where we could have had some damage from the conditions itself.